Hello, my dear students. This is Professor Dr. Kamal Bhattacharya, Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Motherhood University, Roorkee, Uttarakhand. This video lecture will be uh, meant for the next detailed discussion on the open access publication and initiatives. In my previous video lecture, I have told you the ABCD of open access publication, the nuances, the hallmark of genuine research publications on net. Open access publication is the domain often understood as the free online availability of the peer reviewed and non peer reviewed journal. Free online availability, please come out of this conception. Free means your gateway is free, the portal is free, means you can navigate through a particular website, journal, magazine, website, but you are not authorized or approved to use the content or view the content, full view of the content, unless or until you are registered on the particular domain. For that you have to pay. On the other hand, free does not mean that the documents, the information are readily available, free to copy and paste. So, Indian mindsets become a little dogmatic when they feel, when they learn about the word, when they listen or read about the free. Okay, so free means your navigation is free. You can enter into a particular journal, the gateway is free, the portal is free, but the content, the full view of the content and the use of content may not be free, restricted, and you have to pay, or you may have to pay price for that one. Okay. So, this is how I can start with this thing. Next, books, conference papers, proceedings, theses, dissertations, monograph, all these things that are available on net. So, why then it is open access? The naming system of open access, the different types of open access are commonly described using color system in the current times. The most common of them are green, gold and hybrid open access. Green, gold and hybrid open access, which are described now as continuously. You will get gold open access. Gold open access, this publication makes the final version of an article freely and permanently accessible for everyone after the publication. The copyright for the article sits with the authors as usual. Okay. But remember, the availability of a particular article, though it is permanent, but subject to The accessibility subject to any other reasons felt by the publisher, it may be withdrawn. Okay. Green open access, it is a system of self archiving in which a version of the author's publication is placed in the repository, freely accessible to everyone. The author mainly posts the near final version, not final version, near final version of the manuscript after the peer review process. The archived version, which is known as post print, the copyright for these publications usually lies with the publisher or the society affiliated with it, with the applicable restriction on terms of reuse. For example, Gutenberg project. Okay, if you can type, if you type in the internet, in the Google, Gutenberg, okay, so you will get free access articles, and very costly books are available free of. But you can they say you can copy, you can reuse, you can distribute, but under certain restrictions. Okay. Hybrid open access. These journals, the hybrid open access journals, a mixed open access and closed access publication. The model is funded by the subscriptions open access. Okay. The model is funded by subscriptions with open access, means when you want to procure the article, or if you want to read the article, if you want to know the article, then you have to pay. That I told you in the beginning, it is not free. Free means you are eligible, you are authorized, you are capable of going through a certain degree of availability of a particular journal. Okay. So, next I would like to discuss with this. Just a minute. Okay. So, open access initiatives at a global level. OAI, Open Access Initiative, Open Access Initiatives is an organization, OAI, which develops and applies technical interoperability, okay, interoperability standards, technical interoperability, okay, means it depends upon the availability of the rights and regulations and laws from country to country to archives the institutional repositories. One may be free to use those articles in Brazil, but in India you may have to pay for it. It allows, it helps in the efficient dissemination of the digital content. Okay, digital content, very old contents, archived contents kept in British museum, British library, American library, Harvard Library, 1916, 1800, 1600. These are things, these are digitalized, and they are stored. Okay. So it allows people to gain access to metadata, the information regarding the presence of the data, metadata, remember. The information, metadata means the information regarding the presence of other data. It helps improves the access. Okay, it helps the improves the access to 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 inquire archives, providing free access to scholarly communications like academic publications and journals. These informations, remember, these are no less than the gold mine. So therefore, you have to understand that why I am time and again say the word that when you access these journals, these are not free. These are not free. So if you have any other perceptions in your mind about free, so please come out about it. Okay. So like academic publication journals, it makes the use of the protocol of metadata harvesting, metadata harvesting version 2. It is a system which mandates the data providers to map their data to Dublin core. Okay, Dublin, a common metadata set for the open access. Dublin is the town in Ireland. So generally we in India follow because this is since internet is an international affair. So many things, many laws or many repository are consigned with the foreign European and American the aligned to their protocols. They align to their protocols. For example, I told you in my previous lectures level when you are supposed to write, follow the ethics of writing, you have to follow certain codes of Denmark. Okay. The initiative is funded from the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation Coalition for Network Information, CNI, Digital Library Federation, DLF, National Science Foundation, NSF, and Alfred P. Sloan Foundation and other organization of the European offices, European country offices. Scholarly Publishing and Academic Resource Coalition, SPARC, 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 SPARC. Okay, remember the term SPARC, SPARC, Scholarly Publishing and Academic Resources Coalition, SPARC. Scholarly Publishing and Academic Resources Coalition is called SPARC. I will give you a question. Write down the full form of SPARC. You have to write it. And what is SPARC? SPARC is an international coalition over 600 academic and research institutions in the United States of America and Canada. So you have to know all these things because you may have to go through those websites if you require some data. Canada, Europe, Japan and Africa to promote the open access to scholarly articles and research data, along with the development of and adoption of open educational resources, OER, open educational resources in the institutions, in their institutions. Okay. It also collaborates with other stakeholders in the publication field, good renowned publications fields, authors, publishers, students, donors, libraries, and publics create opportunities to dissemination of education and research. Remember, libraries are very much important in your life. Okay. Try to visit the physical library when you are going to do your research. The Budapest Open Access Initiatives, BOAI, Budapest Open Access Initiative. The definition of open access was conceptualized in a gathering of individuals at Budapest by the Open Access Society, Open Society Institute in 2001. The recommendations developed from the leaders of the open access movement is based on providing the public with a free access and unrestricted access to scholarly research, which are mostly funded out of public funds. So therefore, if you go to any open access journals, okay, to some extent you are allowed to see some documents. After that, the documents are blurred. So they say read these after registering in the domain. So you have to pay for that one. Okay, you have to pay for that. So this would enable the authors to have a wide reach of potential readers. The authors will have the readers, and the readers will have the genuine information, data, metadata. So remember, it's both way beneficial. The authors will get good readers, and readers will get genuine and erudite authors. Okay. Now there are some initiatives undertaken by ICSU, that is the International Council for Science and Understanding, that advocates like ICSU, UNESCO, and CODATA, CODATA, CODATA. Okay, they say it is called CODATA. CODATA. So academic resources with the CODATA. What is CODATA? CODATA full form is the Committee on Data for Science and Technology. Okay, Committee of Data for Science and Technology, CODATA. It is an interdisciplinary committee of the ICSU. The United Nations Educational and Scientific Cultural Organization also promotes open access scientific information for the public from their own fund. Okay, for their own fund. Open access initiatives in India, that you need to know. You need to know Indian academic sciences. The open access repository of publications of the Indian Academy of Sciences, established in 1934. Remember, it's very old. Provides a platform to collect, preserve, and disseminate the publications in peer-reviewed journals to a wide audience. It publishes 11 science journals reporting research work both in India and outside, and which are freely accessible online. The National Digital Library of India, NDLI. Okay, it was initiatives of IIT Kharagpur, Ministry of Human Resource, MHRD. The National Digital Library, you will not you will not believe me that there are more than 4 crore books available online. Okay. So, this is this was started in 2018, and there are a wide range of subjects are there. Okay. And then GyanKosh, it is an open access repository. It is also a national digital repository to store, to index, to preserve, to distribute, to disseminate and the quality information, quality article, journals, okay, and initiated by the IGNOU, GNO, Indira Gandhi National Open University. The copyright content available and reserved by IGNOU. So, this is in short the, however, detail for you the information about open access publications. So, if you have got any query, please feel free to let me know, and I will try to resolve your queries, questions. Okay. Thank you for your support. Watch this video lecture. Tomorrow we have a class, so I want you to listen to this video, and I will ask you questions on the basis of that the video, and that will prove that how much you have given importance to this subject. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.